Good morning and welcome. Look at it this way for a moment, okay? If we were to have free and fair elections, a whole day off to vote, and they wouldn't suppress the vote, and they wouldn't gerrymander, and we would actually, when we voted, we would actually be paid attention to, that the politicians that we voted in would actually do what the people want them to do. What are the things that you think that we might want to do as a society, right? These are just a few. First of all, we would separate investment banking and commercial banking, not allowing these people to have another financial crash, because we know it's on the way. We know it's going to happen because they haven't separated. The Dodd-Frank bill didn't do it, didn't have enough teeth, right? How about forgiving student loan debt? How about other things like universal health care? I think the last time I checked, over 60 to 70% of the people wanted universal health care, where we don't have to pay out of our paycheck money to people that gets in between us and our doctor. That's one. How about a jobs guarantee program? Jobs guarantee program, federally financed, locally administered. So your local government says, I've got a job for you. If you're willing and able to work, I've got a job for you. You'll find something for you to do. It'll be minimum wage, right, with all the benefits, right? But it'll get you enough to survive. We'll have full employment, right? You'll have an income. And if it's just like a regular job, if you don't show up or if you screw around and do something wrong, you're fired. And now the government isn't going to help you at all, right? But you have a guaranteed job if you're willing to work, okay? That's just a couple of things. Paying free education all the way up to graduate school, or at least very little, you know. Imagine the kind of community, imagine the kind of society we would have if we would have those kind of things, you know. And understanding modern money, how it works, the fact that there's nothing that the federal government cannot afford. You know, it's a matter of resources. If you want universal health care, you got to first get enough doctors, hospitals, nurses, clinics. See? What about that? Isn't that a good idea instead of what we're doing right now, the neoliberal era? So listen, you're going to get a flyer, hopefully, and if you want to volunteer, it takes one person out of 100, only 1%, to read the flyer, take the flyer, and then go to the next neighborhood and introduce this strategy called fightfordecency.com on how we can have a general strike by Labor Day 2027 if we don't get free and fair elections and a mere vote on universal health care. Only 1 out of 100 to go to the next neighborhood. Everybody in our country ought to know the 4 prerequisites for a prosperous middle class so that we can fight for decency.